I am so excited for today's video. Earlier last month, I pre-ordered the yearly Inktober collection box from Artsnacks, the subscription service. Each year, the Inktober creator gets together with Artsnacks and they compile a bunch of different supplies for the upcoming Inktober monthly challenge. If you don't know what Inktober is, the creator, Jake Parker, compiles a list of words or phrases, typically just words, for each day in October, and the challenge is that you're supposed to create a piece of artwork using that word as the basis of your art. Typically you want to use pen and ink. Some people don't. Some people don't even follow the prompt list that he creates. Some people follow their own prompt list, and that's totally fine. The whole point of Inktober is to get you to create and to hone your skills and to just do it. He even says in most of the videos that he talks about Inktober that whatever you create doesn't have to be good, it just has to be done. So the whole point is that you are creating art and you're doing something and you're having fun doing it and you're sharpening your skills. So this came to me today. It is September 3rd, I think. It came to me in a huge bubble mailer, so it was pretty well, I don't know, wrapped, I guess is the word I can use. It did sustain some damage, but as long as everything inside isn't damaged, I don't care. It is pretty heavy. This box was $90. Including shipping, it was like $80 something, and then including shipping, it was $90. So hopefully whatever we get in here is worth that. I mean, I would hope it is, but I'm really excited. So let's just get into this. I want to know what supplies we are being given for Inktober 2020. Oh no. I wanted that to be like a smooth transition, but I ruined it. Okay, I'm so excited. Ooh, okay, looks like we've got quite a bit. I'm gonna move this to the side for now. First and foremost, we have a Lenox cotton sketchbook paper pad. It's 15 sheets. It's white, acid-free, 100% cotton. That's what we like to see. Honestly, I thought it would feel thicker. It is kind of thin, but it's very textured, and I feel like it'll hold the ink well. It feels good. It feels like good paper. Okay. Next, oh my word. So I don't know if any of you participated last year. I tried to participate in Inktober. Didn't happen. There's a reflection from my light. Let me see if I can fix that. Not really. Okay, ignore it, whatever. This is what last year's sketchbook looked like. Ignore that. So I didn't get the whole box last year, but I did get the sketchbook because I told myself I was going to do Inktober, and I did like a day. I did like the first prompt. This took me forever. The prompt was ring, by the way. This took me forever. So then I kind of lost motivation and gave up, but not this year. This is not happening this year. I am telling myself I will do this year. It is going to happen. I will do this. I don't care if it kills me. It's happening. I need to open this because I really want to see the whole design. This is cool. This is so cool. Wow. That is super cool. That's way cool. I love this. Paper's nice and thick as always, which you need for pen and ink. I'm super excited about this. That's so cool. I love that. If anything inspires me, it's this. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we got. We've got an Inktober branded pencil case. Double zippered. Ooh, what does that mean? So it looks like there's separate compartments in here. That's pretty cool. So you could like separate pencils and pens or whatever you want to do. That's actually pretty cool. I like that a lot. The option to be able to separate things, that's cool. Love this. Okay. To me, like the box, I don't know about $90, but like that sketchbook and this pencil case already kind of makes up like a good chunk of it. Like I could get these two and like maybe a couple other things and be like, yep, worth it. Now we're gonna get into the real stuff. We are going to get into the supplies. I mean, I guess they're all kind of supplies. So I'm gonna take, so this is the supply list. I don't exactly want to see that yet. Okay, what else do we got? So this is black ink, Liquitex acrylic ink. Oh, that's very dark. Very fancy. Of course, we have the snack because it's Artsnacks, a little cherry airheads. Who doesn't love those? Those are good. I will be eating that. Actually, my husband will probably end up eating it. He always does. Oh, okay. So we've got some graphics aqua ink. We've got the colors. They're just watercolor ink. We've got the colors. It doesn't. don't know if it says anywhere. I can't see. Am I just dumb? Maybe. I mean, that's a possibility, but... Well, I mean, it's yellow, red, and orange, so those are the colors. It doesn't say the specific color names as far as I can see, but I'm sure it'll say on the menu card, whatever. Okay, cool. We have... Oh, I was gonna say I have one of these, but I don't think I have a Copic branded one. This is a nylon brush. It just looks like it's a ink brush. It's a water-based pigment ink brush. Copic proof. I don't know if that means like you can use Copics with it or what, but it's Copic branded. I mean, so a lot of this is not in English, so I'm not really sure what exactly it entails, but we will find out, I'm sure. And then we have a nice little detailed paintbrush here, a premium original gold King Art paintbrush. It's a liner brush. You can never have enough paintbrushes, okay? And then we just have a regular POSCA pen in the color white. Looks like it's a fine tip, maybe. I'm gonna have to open it. So it is fine tip, which will be great for getting all those little details and stuff. I have one of these already, but I mean, you can always use more. Who doesn't love POSCA pens? Come on. I did a whole video on it. They're great. Link in the description for that one. Then, last but not least, the Inktober sticker. That's actually very cool. I like that. So, here's the official prompt list for the 31 days in October for Inktober. I was gonna read them, but like, pause to read. I'm not gonna read these all. I feel like so many of these prompts are so vague, which can kind of be a good thing because it gives you a little bit more, you know, creative play. Like you can do a lot of things with this and it doesn't have to be one single thing. So basically the point of this is you want to complete one drawing every day or all of them in a weekend or whatever you want to do. The point is to do them one drawing a day, but some people I know will like wait till the end of the week and then do all of the prompts. It's whatever you want to do, you know, it's totally up to you. You don't have to do this, but a lot of people will take the picture or take a picture of the prompt that they did and then they will post it on like Instagram and tag Inktober and Artsnacks and share with the community everything that they've done. It's cool to see what everybody does with these prompts and how they interpret things and what they can create with this. So a lot of people will only a lot of people who order this box will only stick with the supplies given. I'm probably not gonna do that just because I feel like there's a lot of things that I could do with pen and ink. I actually just got like watercolor ink and a couple other things specifically for Inktober that I really wanted to use. So I will use a lot of this, don't get me wrong. Like I'll probably use the black and like the liner and everything a lot. But I'm not just solely going to use this in my Inktober drawings. I'm going to be kind of playing around with a bunch of different things. I might even just do like a basic ballpoint pen for a couple of them because I've seen people do that and that's so cool and I really want to try it. So I am so dedicated to doing this month. I really want to do it. I never had time before and now I have all the time in the world thanks to the current events. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I'm excited to see any change or progress at the end of the month, see how I did, see if I'm doing better. I will try to post as many of these drawings as I possibly can. So I'm probably not going to post all of them. Like I said, there's 31 of them, so I'm probably not going to post all of them, but I will film me doing quite a few and then post them to this channel as I see fit. They will be posted to my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram and you want to see what I can do with this, definitely go ahead and follow me. The link is in the description. This package came this morning and I didn't have time to film until now and I was like, oh my god, I just want to know what's inside. But I just wanted to share with those of you who are curious what came in these boxes, if it was worth the $90. Like I said, this was a pre-order, so I'm not entirely sure if you can get this stuff anymore. I pre-ordered this in like early August, so yeah, like I said, somebody's mowing their lawn and that's not great. Okay, I mean, I know how like ink works, I get that, but I'm excited. Inktober's fun, October's fun, fall is fun, spooky season. Anyways, earlier I mentioned some people do not choose to follow the official prompt list. And some people actually make their own prompt list and then share it on like Instagram, and then people follow that prompt list, or they follow whatever prompt list they want. I'm going to follow the official prompt list, but I think to get me started and get me warmed up and to have a little bit of fun, I'm gonna go on Instagram. I'm gonna find a prompt list from a previous year, probably last year or the year before. I'll try to find a more recent one, and then I'm gonna choose a prompt or two from that prompt list and create something just to try to get myself warmed up and get prepared for this upcoming drawing season. So without further ado, I am going to find that. I'm going to go find a prompt, and then I'm gonna draw something. It might not be great because I'm not very good with pen and ink, but I am going to try, and that's what matters. So let's do it. Let's draw. So first I just want to say that there was a slip of paper that came in this box that I didn't show, and I didn't show it because it was sort of an invitation for one of Jake Parker's classes. It was a pen and ink class, but on the paper it gave the web address and it gave the password to take the class. The class was a $30 value, which you're getting for free if you had purchased the box. I still haven't taken the class yet, so I can't tell you what it is or what it's like, but I do plan on taking it before Inktober does start. I also just wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. So my original plan was to find an Inktober prompt list from a previous year that somebody had made on Instagram rather than following a previous official Inktober list. So I looked on Instagram, and I did find a few lists from last year that I liked, but none of them really super stood out to me. So I just kind of got this idea of what if I just did silhouettes of trees to kind of represent the wildfires that are going on in the Pacific Northwest right now, and parts of Canada as well. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so we have been affected by these fires. Luckily, we have not had to evacuate. We have been okay, but the smoke has been awful, and I just feel for everybody who's had to go through this, and I feel horrible about it. So I thought maybe painting these trees would kind of bring some light to the situation and just kind of give attention to what's going on in the world right now. I know that it immediately goes from me doing like the background of the painting, and then it jumps right into me like painting the trees. I thought I was recording the whole time, and then I looked at my camera and I was not, so I did lose some footage. Sorry, I didn't really want to refilm it. I just didn't feel like it was super necessary because I wasn't even going to do a speed paint at all for this video. I was just going to do the unboxing, but I noticed all of the issues that came to light about Inktober and Jake Parker recently, so I just wanted to kind of be able to address it, and so I figured visually it might be easier in this video if I provided something for you to watch while I talked about it. So I am aware of these issues. I am aware that he has been accused of plagiarism, and last year people were very angry with him for trying to trademark the Inktober event. So I understand that people are very upset with him, and I understand why people would maybe want to boycott Inktober, but for me personally, Inktober was never about like Jake Parker and you know, promoting his merchandise, and it was just about getting the opportunity to better your art skills. It was all about practice for me. I never really paid attention. If I'm being honest, I didn't know that Jake Parker was the creator of Inktober until very recently. I just never followed it that closely. I just knew that it was a 30-day challenge or 31-day challenge in October, and it was a prompt every day, and you did it, and you posted it on social media if you felt like it. But I know a lot of people play by their own rules when it comes to this. I know a lot of people will create their own prompts and their own phrases, and they will have their own little way of doing things, and they use their own materials and they make it their own, and I think that's great. I truly think that this event is just about the opportunity to be able to push yourself to do something that you wouldn't normally do, so that you can progress in your art skills and maybe learn a new medium if you've never done ink before, or maybe you choose to do something you've never done before rather than pen and ink in order to get better at it. And I just think Inktober is just something that you use as a good practice point. don't think it necessarily has to be about the fact that Jake Parker is the creator and he has all this merchandise and whatever. I just don't, I think he shouldn't have done what he has done. I mean, I don't know if any of the plagiarism accusations are accurate. I haven't looked into it too much, but I do know that they are there. And if he did plagiarize, that's terrible, and we should not support him through that, obviously. But I am not super sure, so I'm not really going to talk about it too much because I'm not going to make statements on things that I don't know. But overall, I just think that Inktober is a good time to learn how to hone your skills and to force yourself to draw every day and to force yourself to be better, because there's always that saying, you're not going to get better unless you practice, right? So I think Inktober, or whatever you want to call it at this point, I know a lot of people are boycotting the term Inktober and are calling it other things, but I do know that it's a good practice time, and I mean, I don't know, that's all I really have to say about it, I guess. Like I said, I haven't read too much into it. I know the basics of what happened, but I also was not going to open this box, because I did buy this box to open on camera because it was $90, and I know a lot of you may not be able to afford that. So I wanted to open it to show everybody what came inside, and so that they could make a decision for themselves for next year if that box is something worth buying, or if maybe they kind of looked at it and was like, oh, I can get these things Michaels for $5. You know what I mean? Like, it's a matter of opinion. I just wanted to be able to put this information out for people who needed a little more information before making the purchase, and that's totally fine. But I didn't use any supplies really that came in this box for this drawing because, like I said, I wasn't even planning on making a speed paint, but I really wanted to address these issues, so I did. I used the paintbrush that came... Actually, I don't even think I used that. I think I used my own paintbrush. I used the carbon black ink that came with it, and I think that was honestly kind of it. The POSCA pen I used, which is weird to me that came in that box because I don't think it's necessarily ink, it's acrylic paint, isn't it? I don't know, I could be wrong, but I used it anyways. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to do my own thing. I'm not very good at pen and ink. I never really use any pen and ink in any of my artwork. I really would like to try it this year though. I really want to give it a go. So obviously this isn't my best work, this isn't the best thing that I'm ever going to produce, but it's a starting point, and you know, I'm somewhere where I wasn't now. I've got my foot in the door, so to speak, and it can only get better from here, you know? So yeah, a lot of YouTubers have been talking about art block and not producing very pleasing work for themselves, and I kind of see that happening to me here as well. I just don't think this is the best piece that I've ever done, but we're all going to experience art block, and it only matters if we're trying. So, you know, you just got to try. You just got to try to get through it. You got to push through. You're not always going to create these beautiful pieces of work, and that's okay. You just have to keep trying, because you're not going to get better unless you keep trying. So at this point, I took the tape off, and then I looked at it, and I was like, I don't like this at all. So I decided to try to go over it with a black POSCA pen to try to fix it. I don't really think it necessarily made it any better, but it didn't really make it any worse either, so it is what it is. If anybody is interested in purchasing this original drawing, I will have it listed in my Etsy store for fairly cheap, because it's not my favorite, and I would just rather see my art go to a good home rather than me throwing it in the garbage, you know? So if anybody's interested, it will be for sale in my Etsy store. link in description. But at this point, this is all I really have to say. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for continuing to leave happy and helpful comments, and I read all of them, so leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!